What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, Quick story, prison story. Um, for those that didn't know, I've been down there twice. And just for the people that haven't been, running these streets thinking it's um, not a place for you, uh, for all the bad acting, you know, like I said, I've been down there twice for the way I was acting in my past, you know. But so, prison stories, right? Life of Mackdawg. Um, Prison. First prison story I'm gonna tell y'all actually got to do with um, SA, sexual assault, right? That I witnessed while in prison, right? Um, Prison really is like a world within a world, and I say this because just as much as you can get out here, you can get in there for drug wise and things like that. Um, so here you go. So this guy named Big Will, all right, out of Dallas. I never forget where he's from. We used to call him Big D at first, but you know his name was Big Will. All right, he was out of Dallas. So he got real cool with this Hispanic guy, right? Hispanic guy wasn't all that big, you know. He wasn't a little bit of dude, but he wasn't all that big. But Will was. But Will was like 6'3". I'm 6 foot, so Big Will was like 6'3", probably almost 300 pounds, maybe. Um, so him and Big Will, well, Big Will got cool with the Hispanic guy, real cool. And for those that never been to prison, they have three parts that goes around a picket, what they call a picket, which is very number like a boot with the guard sitting in. You know, I'm sure y'all seen them on prison movies. Um, but at the time, the Hispanic guy stayed in C part across. Me and Big Will, we stayed in A part. um, so as they go to Rick, as we go to Rick every day, you know, I noticed, you know, Will, he get the being cool with the Hispanic guy, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up with him and, you know, hanging out with him and stuff like that. Which is already kind of odd because for those that don't know, in prison, it's all about your race. You know what I'm saying? I don't care where you're from, what set you claim, or what you got going on. When push comes to shove, it's about your race. Black on black, black on Hispanic, Hispanic on black, whites on blacks, blacks on whites, Hispanics on whites. That's just what it's about, right? It's about your race down there. So it was already kind of odd already as it was for him to be already cool with the Hispanic guy, the way he was. So this goes on, like they really just kicked him more time at the rec yard. So after they get so cool, Will had a little pool on the unit. So he was able to get the Hispanic guy moved from C part to A part where we was. But at the moment when he first got moved over there, he wasn't in the cell with Big Will. He was on, there are three tiers. He was on the, they say from the bottom tier, Big Will stayed on the top tier. So now that when Essay get over there, now uh, they go to child. We all go to child together now. So now him and Essay they go on the child. You know they talking about like they buddy to buddy. No, you never expect nothing, anything like that, whatever like that. You know, the Hispanic guy was green. You know, he was one of the Hispanic guys who kind of like hung with blacks a little bit in out here in the free world. He hung with blacks, stuff like that. So he was more. Which you see it a lot down there with the whites and blacks. I mean, with whites and Hispanic, like the ones that's raised up with blacks out here in the free world. You know, they're kind of drawn to them a little bit in prison. But most of them don't hang with blacks in the prison because, like I say, it's the race thing. But this Hispanic here, you know, he was more kind of hood for the black slang go like that, whatever. So he took to the blacks a little, you know what I'm saying, like that. So him and Will was cool. So now that he on the part, when we go to the chow to go eat lunch or dinner or breakfast or whatever, you know, we gotta leave out the pod and walk to the cafeteria, to chow hall. So now they go on the chow together, You know what I'm saying? Walking, chopping it up, buddy, everything like that. So maybe a week or two when he's over in the pod, Big Will, he get his celly moved out his cell and got the Hispanic guy moved into his cell with him, right? So, you know, at the time I ain't been in prison that long, so you know I'm really not peeping to play. I'm really not peeping to set up. So about 2-3 nights passed. So when we call rec time, that means everybody must go into their cells. Everybody go into their cells, close their doors, like that, whatever. Basically in your cell, 2-man cell. And so this night here, you know, it's quiet because everybody got to get up in the morning, go to the fields, you know, free labor, slavery, basically. We have to get up in the morning, go to the fields. So at nighttime, it's quiet at night. People sleeping, you got to get up 5:30 in the morning, you know, be up and ready to go out there, to go to work. So I say about 1 o'clock in the morning, I hear Big Will talking. I mean, 'cause like I said, it's so quiet, you can hear people in their cell talking, especially they talking like with a little bass in their voice, or no, a little loud. So I couldn't understand what he was saying though. So a few minutes after that, we hear boom, 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 like fighting. You hear the fist, you know what I'm saying? You hear the fist swinging like that. And for those that never been in prison, majority of your cell is steel. You know what I'm saying? Like the lockers, you open and close, it's steel. The toilet, the sink, the table you eat on, your bunk, everything is steel. Man, you got like a little concrete wall here, concrete wall behind your bunk, but most of it's steel. So when you're inside the cell, you can hear when somebody fighting inside the cell. You can hear it because it makes a bunch of noise. Not just a fist punching, but you can hear when you bang up against the lockers or enter the steel in there. You can hear it. Boom, you hear a bunch of rumbling. Boom, 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 bing, bing, like that. You hear it. So so I start hearing like rumbling, boom, boom. So I run to my cell door, look out my cell door, whatever. Now, like I said, we was on the 3rd tier. I stayed on the 2nd tier, right by the stairs. So I could see through the stairs. I could see Will cell. So you hear the rumbling, boom, 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 like that, boom. And then you started hearing the Hispanic guy say, Holmes, I'm not like that, I'm not like that, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So I'm like, you know, first I'm just think they're up there fighting, you know what I'm saying, but I hear me say, I'm not like that. So now the guard, he comes to, he hear the commotion, like I said, it's quiet, so he hear the commotion. He gets on the speaker, he asks, you know, what's going on, and y'all need to quiet it down, and stuff like that, whatever. It's rec time, you know what I'm saying? You got fields in the morning, you got to work in the morning, everything, he's saying stuff like that, whatever. So, but the whole time here on the speaker, I don't hear nothing in the cell. So I'm not knowing if Will got him in a chokehold or what's going on. I don't hear nothing. If he's holding him down, whatever going on. So, as soon as the officer get off the speaker, like I say, it's in the middle of the night. So most officers that work the picket, that work in the booth, they get in there, they lay back, they go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They go to sleep, whatever, because everybody locked down. So as soon as the officer lay back down, we start hearing it again. Boom, 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 boom. Right. So that goes on for a second, and then you could tell when it happened because you could hear it. You could hear it. The Hispanic guy, please, no, hollering for God, please, Lord, please, you know what I'm saying, please help, you know what I'm saying. He just, you know, it was a crazy situation, you know what I'm saying. I mean, unimaginable. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I was being in that predicament. So I hear him up there screaming like that, whatever. So, and it's sad to say, you could actually hear the moment that he assaulted him, right? So the officer, he hears it again. He hears something again. So he gets on the speaker and was like, "Hey, what's going on? What's going on?" like that. So, like I say, they're on the 3rd tier, I'm on the 2nd tier. So on the 1st tier, the Hispanic guy that was in cell 1, he hollered out to the guard, officer, It's going down. I forgot what the cell Big Will was in, but he hollered out the cell number to the guard. He need help up there. He need help up there. So then all the lights come on. Officers, you know what I'm saying? They got control of the lights. They turn on all the lights. Lights in the cell, lights in the day room, everything. They turn on all the lights and everything. So a few minutes later, two officers come into the pod. They go up the stairs. And like I said, I could see their door from my cell. So when the officer walked up to the door, he stood back. He's like, fuck, like that, whatever. So he started hollering to the officer in the picket, in the booth, get medical, get medical, get medical. So, the guard tell Big Will, turn around, put your hands behind your back. So they got like a little slot thing that opens up, that opens on they feed your food through whenever you're on lockdown. So they tell Big Will get on this. Also, that's how they handcuff you when they want to bring out the cell handcuff. So they tell Big Will to get on his knees, put the hand through the slot. He applied whatever, put the hand through the slot. They handcuff him, open the door, let him out. So when Big Will come out, he just got his boxers on, but he got like blood on him and stuff. Like you can tell he's been there fighting and everything. So they bring him on down the stairs. So I'm like, damn, So they take him out. So when the officer go in there, checking on him. So by this time, female and male nurse come in. So they go up the stairs, and so as soon as the lady turned the corner, came to the thing and turned and looked into the cell, she just like broke down. Oh my God, like that, whatever. And then she started telling the guard, call medical, tell we need a gurney, we need a stretcher, and this stuff like that, whatever. So I'm at my door, I'm like, man. So a little while passed, so they come in with the gurney, whatever. They go in the cell with him, whatever, So they bring the Hispanic guy on the stretcher. I actually thought he was dead. I actually thought he was deceased. You know what I'm saying? The way how he was laying there in heights. So, like I said, they brought him down the stairs right in front of my cell, so I got a real good close look at his face. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm just like, man, like I had never seen nobody beat like that. You know what I'm saying? So face this bloody, this messed up, like you know what I'm saying, everything like that. So they bring him on down, take him out, and so when they take him out, I go lay down on my bunk. That was the first time, like in prison, when I was in prison, that I shed a tear. Not saying I had much after that, but that's the first time I just shed a tear. Like, and even though being locked up, had some down moments, but to me that was like one of the downest moments that was in prison, because it was like I realized that I was in prison. Like realized, like man, like this is real. Like what I see on TV, everything people told me about, like it's real down here like this, And so I laid there for a second, and I shed a tear too. I was just, I don't know. It just messing with me real bad, like you know what I'm saying, like that. So I ended up getting off my bunk, sat at the table. I actually wrote my mom a letter. I was hearing from her all the time, but like I just had to need to sit down and just write her, like you know what I'm saying, like let her know what I just witnessed and and everything. I think the whole thing of prison just kind of set on me right then, you know what I'm saying, like that. And so I never seen Will again after that day, but I did see the Hispanic guy. Maybe 3 weeks, a month later, I seen him. We were going to eat, and he just looked broken. Like he was walking like head hung a little bit, and just looked broken. But then it made me realize something though. And then it started making me notice a lot of people around the prison. I started noticing that same posture on some people walking through there. I started seeing that same brokenness in other people. And I'm like, this goes on here often. You know what I'm saying? So, but one of the craziest parts about it though, see, by prison, they don't play that snitching, talk to the police and stuff like that, whatever. So, that next morning though, let me go back. The next morning, after everything had happened, when they rolled the doors to let everybody out, about 3 or 4 Hispanic guys, the Hispanic guy that told that what was going on, as soon as he came out of my cell, they attacked him, started beating him, like stabbing him, like they started fucking him up, right? They started messing him up real bad. So I'm like, but I'm tripping. I'm like, that's y'all people though. Like, if you know the politics of prison, you'd be like, it's blacks on Hispanics on black. It's like that. It's torn like that for its race like that. But so I really didn't understand like why did they attack their own people from saving one of their own people, which I feel like they saved his life, me personally. But they attacked him. You know what I'm saying? I ended up not seeing that Hispanic guy. I ain't seen him no more after they shipped him off the unit and stuff like that. And I think that really like changed me in prison. Like I was already what you consider a dang on fool out here in the streets, but I think it kind of turned me like that in prison too, because I seen some of the rawest. Because like even the streets, what made me raw in the streets, I seen some raw stuff in the streets. So by me seeing that some raw stuff like that in prison, it kind of made me feel like, oh man, like this prison, like you know what I'm saying? This ain't no fun and game. This ain't that. Like you know what I'm saying? So you know, I had a 10-year sentence, which I supposed to did 5 years on the 10, but I ended up doing 9. I ended up doing 8 years and 11 months on the 10-year sentence. You know, because after that, it was fight time. I was fighting. No respect for the guards. Like it kind of changed everything about me when it came to prison. Like you know, so I was young. You know, so I went down there at 18 years old. So, but it kind of changed my whole perspective of prison. It made me raw in prison. It made me want to fight. It made me like it seemed like I walked with a chip on my shoulder after that. You know, but yeah. That was one of a quick short prison story. When I was down there, my first bid I've been twice. My first bid that was during my first bid down there when I witnessed that, and that's the first time. I mean, that was the first time, but that wasn't the last time I actually witnessed that type of activity down there. So for those that's out here with these guns and these weapons, there's none down there. Well, there's weapons down there you can get, but they're not easy to get though. Plus, if you can't fight, a gun ain't gonna save you down there. You know, but that's one of the prison stories. Like, share, follow me. You know what I'm saying? For more videos, prison stories. I'm gonna drop a few more. Got a few more coming. You know,